Hello. Hello. What's going on? How is everybody doing? Boom, 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 boom. Don't get any big ideas. They're not gonna happen. 'Cause now that you found it, it's gone. Now that you feel it, you So don't get any big ideas. Hi, baby. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. I got some things I need to take care of before we can start making music. We are using these two different programs. Funky House Man. We're using one called Bohm's MIDI translator. And we're using one called APC Shilize. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna make it so our APC. Oh, I need to sync. Our APC. Which is this wonderful piece of hardware that allows us to control a lot of things. Oh, I don't like that it's off. Don't care. Don't get any big ideas. 'Cause they're not gonna bring. And here's what we're gonna do. Let's see if I got any loops in the old buffers here. So what are we doing here? We're getting this. We're opening up Bohm's. We're capturing the MIDI. This button right here. Click. We need to out. Oh man, I don't know how. What is the name of a sysx file or a sysx message? How to send a sysx message in Bohm's. Let's look that up. Hey, a couple margaritas deep is just okay with me. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to make this. I want it to be a track, yeah. Cool. Alright. As long as you're there when I ask for your feedback. Shortly. Oh. Alright, we can't find the answer right now. That's okay.
to something else. It says, oh, MIDI note received. That's the trigger for Bones to send a sysx message to the APC. Now what that does is it reconfigures the APC to operate under a different firmware than it usually does. So check it out. When I press the touch OFC button that I was talking about, sorry, I'm like turning this way and that way, my bad. When I press the APC button, boink, I was looking at the APC when I did it. You see all of these turned on and all of these reset, and this reset to number 1. It was on like number 3 or something earlier. So everything reset. And now, see how this is on, this is looking at 8, this is looking at 1. So when I press 2 over here, I'm about to press it, you see nothing changes on the push. I can change this as many times as I like, nothing changes on the push, I'm still looking at number 8. And now, each one of these is its own, it's its own 2x4, so 8 individual knobs here that are assignable to anything I like. So when I press this one, or this one, or this one, it's a different set of knobs. Now, every time that I initialize, I need to reset it, so I've memorized where I put all of them. These are my default settings. 1, 2, look at them like that. 6 seconds of it, but I will.
He has still yet to record. That's okay.
How I use Bones MIDI.
Man is a font of knowledge.
And I have Bones because I have all these different program changes here. So where I press one thing and it swallows that message. It says, okay, triggers over here. So when all of these over here on this guy, this was a good thing to share with people because there's a way that you can get a lot more out of your APC, and I highly recommend checking it out because instead of having this is what's connected to this push in this APC. So what's actually happening is you can look into this guy over here, right? And you don't have to use this, but this is Touch OSC. And when you're playing with Touch OSC, you can program it to do anything that you like. So I'm gonna have another YouTube video showing us how I program Touch OSC and how it works, because I've got a whole bunch of loopers, whole bunch of effects and stuff like that. So I'll show you how I set all that up, because it's pretty cool. But the number one thing that I find it most useful for is I can send this button. It's called APC. It doesn't come with it or anything. I set sysx messages that I send. But up top here, let's see if I can focus in. Hardly. Yeah, you see the Moiray coming in. So what's happening, I called this function the APC setup. So when it receives a note on channel 15 with note number 60 something, it takes that MIDI note once I press it, and Bones changes it to something else. It says, oh, MIDI note received. That's the trigger for Bones to send a sysx message to the APC. Now what that does is it reconfigures the APC to operate under a different firmware than it usually does. So check it out. When I press the Touch OSC button that I was talking about, sorry, I'm like turning this way and that way, my bad. When I press the APC button, boink, I wish I was looking at the APC when I did it. You see all of these turned on, and all of these reset, and this reset to number 1. It was on like number 3 or something earlier. So everything reset. And now, you see how this is this is looking at 8. This is looking at 1. So when I press 2 over here, and I'm about to press it, you see nothing changes on the push. I can change this as many times as I like, and nothing changes on the push. I'm still looking at number 8. And now each one of these is its own 2x4, so 8 individual knobs here that are assignable to my light. So when I press this one, these are set it, but so where I press one thing on top of it, so I send it one note. And
What up,
then
Bye Ghosters?
it creates like a cascade of effects that flow into Ableton by pressing that one note. And by that, I mostly mean my loopers over here. So when I click,
Hope you had a good stream. Just trying to figure out a couple things. So thanks for chilling.
I can. Hello, can you hear me?
Hear you.
Hi. Am I on stream?
I should be able to hear you though.
Hey, I can hear you.
Didn't we have to mute stuff last time or unmute? Oh, we were on a call, like a voice call.
My audio's going through. I see it.
Right. Oh.
Penis, 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 penis.
Oh, I'm in the wrong.
Penis, 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 penis,
Yeah,
penis, penis,
it's not.
penis, penis, penis,
Okay,
penis, penis,
I understand now. I need to switch which mix I'm listening to. He's going to the master, but not
Penis,
to
penis, penis, penis.
my ears.
Penis, 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 penis,
Hold
penis, penis, penis,
on.
penis,
Hold
penis,
on.
penis, 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 penis.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, you can't hear me!
I can.
Oh man, how embarrassing.
Not embarrassing enough, apparently. What's up, dude?
I'm vibing, dude. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Just decided to, try and do something new on stream.
Yeah, man. Feel you. Okay.
I was messing. I was actually just in the meantime. I was gonna start messing with the pitch and scale thing. I didn't realize, because watching the videos. So everyone who's listening, this is my pal Middream. He is an Ableton king, and he's helping me figure some stuff out. And he's got these really awesome videos on YouTube on how to do all sorts of really cool things. And one of them is what we're trying to do right now. It's trying to make this guy, this APC, have more bite, I don't know, beef?
Yeah, dude, the APC Mark II
Yeah.
is not nearly as powerful as the Mark I until you do this one special trick.
And that is the YouTube thumbnail. But I didn't know that you have like the Ableton session available apparently in your Discord.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what I did. That shit was a while ago.
I need to look. And one of them you're like, on this Bones video that I'm going to be releasing. Well, to be honest, I haven't filmed the second of it yet, but and yes, that remains to be true.
Yeah, that sounds like, because that means I need to organize my templates, and it's not organized.
I don't know, man.
Do
It's wild. You went in there. You showed everything. It's like, have you ever seen the show Extras with
no,
Ricky Gervais?
sounds cool. No.
It's Ricky Gervais. Basically, his character is an extra in a bunch of British TV shows and films. And he basically like has all these interactions. Like he does one with Patrick Stewart that's hilarious, and yeah, that's what I was referencing. But anyway, APC sending a sex message. So here's what I got. I have it putting out the raw MIDI message, the SysX message, and I have it set to the numbers that are my Ableton version, right?
Yeah, I still haven't changed my numbers, and it still works. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, because I did, because I'm on 11.0.12, so I made it, I tried a bunch of different ways. I tried it, because I'm looking at the last 4 digits, which would have been, on yours it's 10, 00 and then 06 and then F7.
Yeah, that's what I have in right now, and I have my Ableton's updated, so that's still working. The numbers that I have in the photo I sent you, that's current as of tonight.
Okay, well, so and here's the next thing that I'm selecting the MIDI ports. It's going out of Bohm's Translator Virtual out and Touch OSC Bridge. And then when I hit the button, I see, in the event monitor, there's a MIDI out and a router out. Both of them are going out, but then nothing happens on the, what?
All right, I processed like half of what you just said, man.
So basically, I think I have it coming out of Bohm's correctly. From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's doing that, but then it's not going into the APC. And
turn on your event monitor on Bohm's so you can see.
Yep, I do see that. In the event monitor, when I press it, you can see MIDI is going out and router is going out. And in the log window, when I do it, going out of all of those things is the sysx message.
Nice. So it may not look like anything's happened on your APC,
Well, because the knobs would be in different spots. And also, it wouldn't be, I press the buttons and it's still,
What buttons are you pressing?
I'm pressing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the...
Yeah, the track selection buttons?
Yep, yeah, the track selection buttons. And it's still interacting. It's still interacting with my push. So the push is okay, so sometimes they're still linked, but if you... Oh, it shouldn't change the channel on your push, though. When you click it, it changes the channel on your push. Yeah, dude, that's so fucking lame, dude. They're trying to make stuff all, like, cool and easy to work with, and... They cut your options in half.
Yeah, dude.
Well, and I realized this last night, because I've been messing around just with... It's really fun using the push as an instrument, just in different ways, and I was just doing different stuff. And one thing I noticed is when I was triggering a drum loop on the APC, I click on it, and then my instrument is gone on my push because it goes to that channel, even though I just was pressing one of the buttons.
That's so lame.
It is.
I'm not about it. I think it ruins. Like, what's the purpose of having it?
Nothing. Literally, yeah, no. It is dumb. But we're trying to fix it. So, I remember in one of them mentioning, so I'm looking in my Ableton MIDI preferences. I'm looking at the end of the APC 40 Mark II, and I have it set to track. That's the one that's enabled, right?
All right, let me see what's up with because you actually may need to. Okay, I'm starting to remember this now. Okay, hold on. I'm going over to mine.
Yeah, and you talked about it in the video. I couldn't find it in this rewatch. It might have been in your Ableton MIDI video. I watched a bunch of videos yesterday. Yep. I did something special here. All right. I did something very special. How special is it?
Yeah. Okay, so my Ableton isn't actually really talking to the APC. It's talking to Bohm's virtual in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I in your MIDI preferences.
Yep.
go to control surface and select APC40 Mark II as the control surface.
Yep, that's in the second slot there.
And then as your input, I put it like this. I'm sure you can put it as, you know, anything, whatever you can get to work. I think I was like fiddling with it until it worked. But I have my input as BMT2 and my output as BMT3.
Oh, I don't have BMT2 or 3 as a option. I just have BMT1.
Yeah, I'm sure BMT's one fine. If you can get BMT1 input and BMT1 output, and if you can get that to work, then I'm sure that's fine.
It looks. Oh no! Now everything is off. Never mind.
Yeah, because it stopped talking to Ableton.
Okay.
You need to route it through BOEMS too. So you got to go to BOEMS and make sure that your BMT1 is getting an input and an output from the APC. So you have to connect it in your MIDI routing.
The output is closed. It looks like I'm seeing in port state. The input is open. So do I want to have? How can I get the output? Go to the MIDI router? No. Yeah, MIDI.
You may need to.
There we go. I found. I have it both. They're both open now.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
And so now I can see. So just for this one message, I am.
But it's not just for that one message. It's now for all of your messages to the APC are going to go through BOEMS.
Gotcha.
So that one message can work.
Do I need to? Because right now in my MIDI router, all I have, like, you know, the image that has the MIDI cable looking things.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something there.
I have Touch OSC bridge to Touch OSC bridge. That's the only one that I have.
All right.
So
Let's
now
see what I have. Jesus. APC going to the BOEMS virtual port 2, and then BOEMS virtual. So APC on the left is going to BOEMS on the right, and BOEMS on the left is going to APC on the right. I think I put them on separate channels, on multiple channels, so that they to potentially avoid MIDI feedback.
how do I? Because I only have one. Wait, you have BMT1 virtual in and then BMT1 virtual out, or not?
No, mine was 2
Virtual.
and then 3.
But virtual port or virtual out? Sorry.
It just says BMT2, to be honest.
I don't have. How can I make a BMT1 or 2?
You have to go to your BOEMS preferences, and somewhere in there, there's like an enable more virtual channels. Let's see if I can find it.
Preferences, appearance options, mini virtual boards. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, so you enable more of them. Virtual MIDI ports.
How many is 3 fine? Do you think there should be more?
I did 3,
Doesn't
and
matter.
I put short names.
Yeah, I changed mine to short names to. Okay, there we go. Opening them ports.
I mean, Funky House Mode, it's kind of how it feels sometimes. I was like, man, I'm saying this to Wax, like, all over stream. Everybody can hear. Like, this is some fucking
You said it on a
secret
YouTube
sauce
video.
kind of
You
stuff.
said it on a YouTube video.
Yeah. Then I gotta remember, man. I heard to put it out there, and honestly, the more that I give it to people, I want a world where everybody feels absolute freedom to be able to be creative. And anything standing in between that, it's got to be a piece of my ego that I can let the fuck go of, you know?
The world understanding MIDI better makes the world a better place.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so, alright. So I got... Oh, there we go. Need to get the virtual ins and the virtual outs. Alright. So, now I'm going to do... Sorry, you said you have BMT2... No, you have the APC to BMT2. And then
BMT3 to APC.
BMT3?
On the left.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because in Ableton I have my input as BMT2 and my output as BMT3.
Oh, okay. So now the input to the APC is going to be Bones MIDI Translator 2, BMT2, and then the output of it. Wait, sorry. Yeah, it goes from the APC to BMT2, and then from BMT3 to the APC. Okay. I'm seeing things change. That's really funny. Okay. It's still not working. Do I need to set, in your MIDI ports, I'm looking at Ableton preferences now.
Yep, there's a thing here. This is going over to my Abletons. Ableton. My input, BMT3 I have on track. BMT1.
Oh, I forgot about doing that stuff. Input BMT3
Yeah,
on track.
dude.
Okay, no, I have that. That's on track.
My input BMT1 I have on remote.
Okay.
And my input BMT2 I have on remote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why does this work? Or what? What is the difference between track, sync, and remote?
Dude, I don't fucking know half the time, man.
Okay.
No. Track is musical note to trigger synthesizer stuff. Remote is to trigger like MIDI control type of stuff, like on-off switches, things like that.
Okay.
The looper button switches, that's remote. And then sync is for clock information.
Gotcha. Oh, that's
Yeah,
kind of nice.
Yeah. So it'll essentially help you to work on one channel, but with separate instruments, not get in the way of each other, and to avoid MIDI feedback loops, and to avoid triggering instruments or triggering MIDI functionality when you don't mean to with different control surfaces.
Okay. Huh. I was thinking about like some of my guitar pedals and stuff are MIDI enabled, and being able to sync to the, like, that's how, if once they're connected to Ableton, they'd be able to sync their clocks that way.
Yeah, dude, you should 100% sync your clocks everywhere you can.
And you probably with your
Nord?
Nord, you probably have it on sync, right?
I have my clock info going in. I turn my sync on and off all the time, though.
Oh, okay. Do you have like a special button for that as well?
Yeah, it's all on the Nord, you know, because sometimes going free, you know, going off the clock,
Yeah.
having a little bit of drift here and there is like, it's kind of sexy
Yeah,
sometimes,
it's not,
you know?
it's not a bad thing always.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the ins that way. What about the outs?
The outs, I have BMT3 track,
Okay.
and BMT1 track, and BMT2 nothing.
Okay. And what
And then if
is
what?
the APC Mark IV or Mark II nothing?
yeah, I have it on nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ableton's only talking to the APC through Bohms, and you'd like to stop Ableton from talking to the APC at all.
Yeah.
So, like you don't want it to really know that the APC exists.
That's
You
how,
want it
that's
to
how you
think
trick
that
it to not change things, right?
Yeah, for every control surface I have that's available, that's open, I add APC 40 Mark II, input BMT2, output BMT3.
Say that one more time.
I have that set up under my control surfaces
Yeah.
like 4 times.
Really?
Because sometimes when you connect the APC, it'll go, oh, there's the APC, I'll make it a control surface and give it its standard inputs and outputs.
Ah, I see.
But you don't want Ableton to treat the APC like the APC, because then it'll force it into its firmware that makes it act like a fucking goof.
All right. Well, should I try hitting this button? Do you think?
What? Hell yeah, dude.
No, nothing yet. Dang. Where else?
You want to be sure that you're
Oh,
sending to the APC.
Wait, let's. Yeah, because we changed stuff. All right. So when I hit it, MIDI out and router out happen, and in the log window, I'm seeing the
On that specific translator,
message. Yeah.
you have specific ports, APC 40 Mark II.
Specific ports out.
Yeah.
No, it's on nothing. It's on Bohms MIDI translator virtual out and Touch OSC bridge.
Yeah, do specific ports, APC 40 Mark II,
Okay.
and Bohm MIDI translator 2.
Yeah. What about Touch OSC bridge? No. 'Cause that's the input.
It doesn't need to go out for that. It needs its input from that.
Okay. Now this seems like it might work. Yeah! Oh, things got super loud. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's going to. It's going to.
It just boosted my master. It boosted my master up to unity gain.
Yeah. So it's going to reset everything on your APC. Like on my master, I have a -6 decibel. So I have a utility function on my master that puts -6 decibels on it. So I can push the master to maximum, like the actual hardware. I can push the fader up to maximum so that it doesn't go up to +6. It goes up to 0 because there's a -6 utility on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So stuff like that, it helps you be able to slam up to your ceiling without the ceiling being above 0. Adjusting your ceiling, essentially.
I forgot how awesome the utility thing is. No. Do you have it just last?
Yeah, I have it, post any kind of limiter or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And another fun thing is that when you click user, the orange button in the top right quadrant of
Yep.
the APC,
Yeah.
now all the top knobs are assignable too.
Yeah, right now they're not assignable to anything. Or their lights aren't on. But I wonder.
They will turn on if you assign them
When
to
you sign
something.
them, okay.
Yeah, and what's cool about those is that those will stay exactly in the same bank regardless of what other bank you pick. So if you go to bank 3 and you have your selection of 8 knobs on the right, and then bank 4, all the knobs on the top will not change their bank. They only have one bank.
Yeah, so that's good for stuff that you.
Yeah, I do like my percussion stuff and some other weird stuff that I want to keep in the same spot. I put them all there.
Yeah, and your MIDI chord, the chord transposition thing.
Yeah.
Man, so right now I have my master coming out of Ableton at -12. But whenever I turn the master, I need to like gain stage all my stuff better too. I'm super.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass,
I'm
dude.
super hot going into.
Just don't, dude. Just fucking blast it. You know what I mean?
No, it's bad. Like distorted and stuff. It's nuts.
Just fucking blast it, bro.
I'm like, so what do I need to do? Do I just need to bring overall all of my everything, like just the tracks down all the way, rather than at unity?
No, I put them all at maximum, and then have utilities at the end of them, so that if I ever want to change them, my absolute maximum of the fader is my 100%, and I go down from there. So you have to fine tune for your maximums and be like, okay, I'm never going above this, and then you can and then you go down from there.
It's interesting seeing like one of my first fader is assigned to something completely different. Like the other faders are assigned to the track volume, but the first one is assigned to the live vocal panning. So it must just
panning.
Yeah, I don't know, but I should be able to reassign it, right?
Yeah, dude, totally.
Like I can just go.
Yeah, my faders aren't assigned to volumes.
I
on
do
my
know
APC.
that, and that's wild too.
Yeah, I don't fuck with any of my volumes. Well, actually, no, I do my synthesizer volume on my track 1 fader. My track 2 fader is my live pitch correction, and then track 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all delay and reverb stuff. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And then 7 and 8 and 9 are for like master volume stuff. Actually, yeah, volume stuff again. Did you know that you can automate your volume? Oh man, I've got some fun fucking tricks to show you, dude.
I hear you, and I'm excited. Now what I need to do is I need to take everything that I have. I have a bunch of different like knobs and like my LP8 and this other Akai. I have an Akai MPK Mini because I had these just control surfaces that had knobs, and so I'm like, oh, I gotta use those. Now I'm gonna map them to my APC so they're all in a place, and I'll be able to do even more. It'll be cool, especially for like stuff for vocals and sending to buses and stuff. Okay. Well, I should start doing that, huh?
Time to fucking map around, dude. Yeah, all my like 8 knob sections, it's all pretty much the same effects on every channel. I have like a low pass, high pass, like a reverb, my sidechain compression settings.
I need to figure out how to sidechain better.
Yeah, dude, go watch my fucking compressor video.
I couldn't find it. I was looking for it.
It's there. It's like, what the fuck is a compressor? I think is the video.
It's not there. That might have been one that you didn't re-add.
No, I did.
I looked at every single video you have. I watched them all last night. There's the percussion one is the earliest one, I think. And hi, Wendy. It's good to see you.
Did I not do it? Oh, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, because I wanted to watch it. I remember.
It's a good one.
I know.
It's a good video.
They're all good videos, dude. especially now that I am working in Ableton and understand what you're talking about, and working in Bohms and understand what you're talking about. I can get so much more, you know.
Oh yeah, that one's private. All right, now it's public.
Sweet. And
Oh, I took it down. It had 193 views. I was like, yeah, that's a bad look. I'll see you guys later.
Well, how's it gonna catch fire if no one can read it or see it, watch it?
I wanted to take my face out of every single part and have it only be TV head.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to watch it when it becomes available again. I also, drum kit stuff too. That's the next thing I need to figure out. Is I love your system for how you, because that just makes sense. Like having a bunch of different kits and having them all line up in certain ways, and just the way you have it routed as well with MIDI. So you have you have the tails and stuff. That's so great.
Yeah. That was a good fucking. That was a good idea, dude.
It is a good idea.
I'm gonna throw my bed away and just put a drum kit in my room instead.
Sleep in the bass drum.
Yeah, dude.
Just curl up like a cat.
Need to hire some women, and I'll just come sleep on a pile of women.
That seems expensive.
Yeah, more expensive than a bed.
Also bony. A lot of elbows in there.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a terrible idea, dude.
Yeah. See, that's what happens when you think things through.
Yeah.
Find out what's terrible.
All right, looks like a bed it is for me.
Well, it's good because you don't have to change anything. You already have the bed.
Yeah. All right, yours. You got your thing handled. Can I close down my rig here?
Yeah, I think so. I want to make sure. I should just be able to. Here, we'll test our first MIDI mapping, shall we?
Yeah, dude.
There it is. Which one is delay and which one is our reverb? There it is. E. And then, yeah, I'll just have to refine over time all the things that I am using. Because right now I'm just adapting, the effects and MIDI mappings that I had before. All right, so let's do that. Sweet. Cool. Look at them go. Yeah. Well, cool, man. Yeah, you can shut your rig down if you haven't already.
No, it's just chilling. I was just standing, and I was like, I could do this, but now I'm like, I'm sitting again.
And so now every time I open my Ableton session, I'll have to do that, press that button once everything initializes.
Once everything initializes, you press that, and then you have to set all of your MIDI controller
All the
positions.
knobs. Yeah, all the knobs back to.
You have to set, every position of everything. So all your faders, you gotta like, if they're already in the right position, then the faders will be fine. Otherwise, you want to put them to the right position.
Yeah.
Click user, and then put all the top knobs in the right position, and then go through each of your channel selections, 2 through 9. I just have 2 through 8, and set each of those 8 knobs to where they should be.
You used only 2 through 8?
Yeah.
What do you use 1 for?
I leave 1 open. I think 1 by default sets. I think whatever you select, it'll have its base functionality, like how the APC usually works.
Sorry,
So I have that
one more
open.
time? I was got lost in thought for a second.
Anything you have selected will show up on the first one.
Okay.
So it works like the base APC functionality, where any track that you select, the 8 knobs will show up as that channel's knobs.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go to it. Wait, why aren't you?
So
shit.
that's what I leave the first thing for.
Oh, huh. That's why. Almost. Anyway. Okay. And you usually do your vocal effects on channel 2. Whoa. When I press 4, it goes
Yeah.
to 6. There.
That sounds like a MIDI feedback issue.
It's interesting. It didn't before. Oh, just, 4 doesn't do anything. Like, I can't press 4. When I press it, it routes it to 6. Interesting. The heck? Weird. That's why. There's like a MIDI mapping to select that track. I will delete that mapping.
Yeah, Funky Houseman. I actually don't use the vertical percussion slider.
Oh no!
I don't change the position.
Now it's all connected with Ableton again, or with the push
Yeah.
again.
Press it again. It
Yep.
should only happen once at the beginning of your session, but if you turn on and off either the push or the APC, then you need to start over from scratch. Or if you go into MIDI map mode. If you go into MIDI map mode and then exit MIDI map mode,
Oh, that's what I was doing.
then yeah, so it'll go back immediately after that. So this is how you have to do it. You're in the right mode with everything set properly. You go into MIDI map mode, you turn the knob so that you MIDI map it, and then as soon as you unclick that MIDI, as soon as you exit MIDI map mode, you need to press the button on your iPad again, so that it resets it, because Ableton kind of like flushes all its MIDI channels after or something like that. I don't know what it does, but yeah, and you don't need to reset every knob and fader every time you do that as you're mapping.
It seems. Hello?
Hey,
Okay. What? Looks like my volume just got super low too. Maybe there's something got. Check. Hey. Hello. Alright, let's try this MIDI mapping thing. I see what I did. So to map the faders, you have to kind of have to reset it in between every time, like for each of the 8, right? It seems.
what do you mean?
Yeah, that was not a very. You have to do a thing and a thing. So right now I'm mapping my vocal effects. I'm on channel 2. After I'm done mapping my vocal effects, I'll do pan.
You mean
as well.
on Bank 2 on your
on
your
Bank
knobs?
2. Yep. After I'm done with that, there we go. I can't start mapping anything different. I have to APC it again. Press the APC button. Now we're back here. Here we go. But the buttons got set back to like random values, it looks like. So I just have to change.
Yeah, mapping this kind of stuff can take a moment, man.
That's fine.
Yeah, because you kind of got to go in and out every time.
Yep. Oh, and that's okay. But I got it started. That's the good thing. It is. It's a good thing.
Yeah, man, it's really good. The journey is only begun.
Yeah, man. It's a good one though. I don't know. You know when you get interested in something and then you like obsess over it or whatever, and it's nice to have something like a problem that you're trying to solve, you know?
Yeah, dude, that's where I'm at. I'm in Unreal right now, dude. Just doing that.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta think. It's interesting. Also, so you have 4 outs out of the Nord lead 4, right?
What do you mean? You're saying MIDI?
Well, I guess because I was watching your videos and you show your Ableton template, and you have 4 channels for the Nord,
They're MIDI channels going out of Ableton into
into
the
the
Nord.
Nord. Okay, so you have
For
four MIDI,
MIDI
ins,
input.
and because
Yeah.
that you have four different voices, right? That you can
Yeah.
have going on.
Well, I have 48 voices, but four synth panels that I'm able to access.
Gotcha.
And in the 48 voices are split between those four panels. So one panel can use 48, and then the other ones are robbed of all the voices.
And when you say okay, but saying voices, does that mean like you can push down
So,
48 notes at the same time, or does that mean
yes.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have basically four different
Synths, essentially.
synths, yeah, that you can change. And you probably have like one is always bass and two is always chords or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And then 3 is I usually try to keep to like melody type of stuff, and 4 is like abstract nonsense.
It says you also use Wavetable. That's not Ableton's Wavetable though. It's like Microsoft Wavetable.
What? What do I use?
I don't know. In one of your videos, it was looking at because you have like four. You had four different Wavetable instrument tracks. Maybe it's just something you don't do anymore. You just did for the video or something.
Oh, I use Contact. I have sample instruments.
Okay. Is that what you use for your
The Rhodes, the guitar, the violin, yeah, all that kind of shit.
yeah, it'll be when I do switch to a synth, that'll be nice. It'll be interesting. It'll be nice to for CPU for one.
That really is such a huge thing. And yeah, dude, like being able to switch between, like, having all that hands-on functionality.
Yeah, that's the thing that's
And
most fun. Like, yeah, not having to have map, because you can do that with virtual instruments, but you have to map everything onto something, and
yeah, dude,
just having a synth
nuts.
right there, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I remember when Flying Lotus tweeted about how when he was learning synthesis and like how to just have hands on with the knobs and how it is. That dude's a genius. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Dude, yeah. Brain Feeder needs to pick you up, man.
Yeah, dude. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
It would be. It definitely would be. And I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that I think he would be like, whoa, that's pretty awesome.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Cool. What up, Moth? All right. I think I'm gonna map some stuff, and I can get rid of my other control surfaces, and I'll just have the iPad. And then I need to figure out what to do next. I'm gonna in your Discord, I'm gonna find that Ableton session and open it up to see how you do drums, and I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's a good fun one.
I bet it is. Well, cool, man. Thanks for your help, brother.
You're welcome, dude. Happy to help. Happy to make things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Things are happening.
Yeah, dude.
Feels good to make new stuff.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you later, my
All
friend.
right. Love you much, bro.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Love
streaming.
you too. Thanks. Thanks, Austin.
You're
Peace,
welcome.
friend.
Bye, dude.
Bye. Yes, I'm speaking into a seashell, or he is speaking into a seashell. We're done with that. Yeah, man, Austin's a good pal. The center of the universe is from wherever you're looking from. I don't know what you're talking about. Mephismas. Yeah, it was just a phone mic, you know. Those don't always work super well. Oh, come on, console. Respond. Oh yeah, Austin is a genius. That man knows Ableton like nobody else. There are many Ableton geniuses on ye old Twitch. From him to Josh, Echolocations. Alright, sorry your ears hurt, but we've moved on. It's Apple's fault. Sometimes AirPods do sound like crap. Oh, hi, Mark. Gets it. Oh my gosh. For real? Why won't console open? So I need to be able to hear my click. Hey. My voice sounds so quiet. It's so weird. Why? Why? I guess it's not that quiet. You're being so weird, Mephismoth. Yeah. I don't know, you just seem really combative. to chill a little bit, you know? Frick. Well, don't kill the vibe. Maybe you will. If I could ever get console to open console. Friggin' A, dude. Makes no sense. Alright, I guess maybe I need to restart my computer. Yeah. Well, first thing I need to do is I need to restart console, and it's not allowing me to. It just keeps bouncing. So, we save this. We're back. Okay. It is tasty. That's one of my favorite songs. Okay, I'm having this guy. Don't get any big ideas. They're not gonna happen. watch Yellow Jackets. I hear it's good though. Why? Oh, I'm on 4. It's still connected with it. It's not supposed to be. Huh. Yeah, the ground buzz. It's always there. It's just the NS1 has to be
I
on.
just got off the train, frightening place. The faces are concrete.
It's because you used a certain word. Oh.
Should I turn around?
Yo, Austin, are you still there?
The panic is coming on strong, so call from the inside out. No grid drama, message coming in on the oh so small, glassy-eyed light of day, glassy-eyed light of day. The path trails off and heads down the mountain through the dry bush. I don't know where it leads. I don't really care. But the path trails off and heads down the mountain through the dry bush. I don't know where it leads. I don't really care. I feel this
No, the word is O, actually.
I feel this love
Why doesn't it do that? Makes no sense. Well, I guess let's remap. Girls love that super high falsetto. Just be yourself. Girls will like you. It's so weird. Oh, It's a guitar. It's a guitar cable. Actually, it's actually just the guitar. The guitar is on. I'm more like that, boys. That Buzz, annoying but always there for you. Hey, thanks for giving that sub. Because of cleverness. Thanks. For cleverness. Dumbledore.
Self-defense,
He likes cleverness.
self-defense against the present, against the present,
What's up, brother?
present tense.
I gotta open.
No one get
Hello?
heavy,
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Oh, I guess I'm kind of quiet. Okay. Check. Check. Compared to the music. Alright. Let's turn that music down then.
As my world comes
Crashing down. I'll be dancing, freaking out. And oh, so loud. Okay. Can you talk for a sec?
Yo, what do it do?
There he is. Talk a little more.
Hello, I'm here talking at the request
It's weird.
of Waxo.
I'm trying to figure out where it's picking up the Discord sound. Because it is, your voice is quite loud compared to everything else. It's interesting.
That's pretty cool. They like me.
Dude, these universal audio interfaces, they're sweet and they do cool things, but Discord does not like them at all. Like, I can't connect my output to it. Maybe it's just Mac Discord. I don't know.
Yeah, they're cool for doing some stuff. I didn't find them very applicable for any of my purposes.
But they're just like the thing where you're like, oh, you're so cool.
Yeah, I got that vibe about it, and the deeper I looked into it, I was like, that's not what I need.
Well,
Seems cool. I'm a Motu and RME kind of guy, you know what I mean?
yeah. One sec, I'm adjusting this. Okay. It's amazing how much louder things are in my mix compared to the mix that goes out to everybody. I can't hear you right now if you're talking. I switch mixes back. There we go. Dude, I remember when I could not figure out how to give myself my own click, you know?
Yeah, dude, come a long way, man.
That was, but it's also extra like wonky with this, with Ableton or with Universal Audio stuff. I also might sell my Universal Audio interface and get something way cheaper.
I suggest the Motu Ultralight Mark V.
Dude, the Apollos are so expensive. It's wild.
No, I think it's silly. I think the Motu Ultralight Mark V is the best bang for your buck on the market that you can get. It has full multi-client service and great digital system. The internal routing system is fucking awesome.
What is the Motu what? Which one?
Motu Ultralight Mark V.
Ultralight.
Danielle has the Mark IV. The Mark V came out and it's just fucking fire, dude. I have the 828X, still very, very good. I think the Ultralight Mark V is probably more up your alley, though.
Yeah, I mostly have used like Focusrite stuff.
I think the Focusrite stuff is really cool up until you want to do anything complex. Are you recording one vocal take into one track on one DAW? Focusrite. Much more than that? Nah, dude.
Oh
Gonna
man,
struggle.
there's tons of outs and ins.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's a sexy interface right there.
It is.
What's the price on it too? Like $600?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
All
that's.
right.
I think that's the best thing on the market right now.
I've
for the
definitely.
fucking-
It's funny because me in the past never would have thought of going out like not doing the Apollo stuff just because I've had it for so long, you know.
I know. I remember you talking about it, dude. I was like, all right, man.
It's just sitting here.
You've been convinced, man, by a crowd that doesn't do what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I also when I first got it, I was like, I don't know. I knew people who had it, and because they have all these like plugins you can buy, right?
Yeah, they're like on board on the machine.
Yeah, and they're sweet, and I had access to all of them, which was awesome. But I no longer do, and I didn't really even use them that much anyway. So
Yeah, I think it's silly, dude.
yeah, it is so interesting, like how things become industry standard. You know what I mean? Quote
Yeah,
unquote,
dude, it's
quote
like-
unquote
it's-
industry standard.
It's like somebody convincing you that Pro Tools is what you need to use. And they give you all these references, being like, all these guys use Pro Tools. You have to use Pro Tools. Pro Tools sucks, dude.
It does. It also, it's what ecosystem you're trying to fit into. You know what I mean? But now it's like, it's more commonplace that people learn multiple different DAWs. And, yeah.
I mean, are you a studio engineer or a fucking?
No, I'm not. I'm not defending it. I'm just musing about why it is.
I think Pro Tools is fucking shit.
I was very lucky to, I don't know, I kind of missed the Pro Tools days. I had other people who like recorded with me during that. I didn't get into a DAW until Logic, and Logic is really cool. I liked it a lot. It was good to learn on.
Yeah.
But
No,
also,
I think Logic is a step up.
well, in Logic, it just made sense to me. It just, because it seemed like an Apple product, and it just made sense, you know?
Yeah.
Because
totally.
it is an Apple product. Like, and I had used them before a lot. Yeah. But, yeah, man, I don't know. Just wasted years not using Ableton.
Yeah, dude. I think Ableton's number one.
It's pretty dang cool. So, yeah, I don't know if it's not changing the, firmware because I can still adjust my reverbs on the one thing, but when I do switch stuff on the push, it like then switches stuff on the.
Yeah, it doesn't stay on the same channel on the APC, but when you like change channels on the put like go to channel 1 on the push,
Yep.
and I'll pick a channel on the APC.
Yeah, and it doesn't change
Like
on
any
the
of them?
push. It doesn't change on the push, but it.
Yeah. So yes. Okay. So now go to a different channel on the push,
Okay.
and then go to a different channel on the APC,
Yep.
and now when you go back to channel 1 on the push, what happens on the APC?
It's switched to channel 1 on the APC.
Channel 1 on the APC?
Yeah, it mirrored it.
Huh.
It's
It
mirrored when I change things on the push, it mirrors it on the APC. So when I click my live vocal channel, which is channel 4, on the push, it changes the channel. It changes the channel 4 button there.
So they do mirror each other.
Yeah, they mirror each other, but when I change them on the APC, it does not mirror on the push.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Um,
it's like only doing it one way.
Something that I do that you may have or may not, but this may change the circumstance. My push and APC are highlighting different areas of my live set.
What do you mean?
So my push highlights the first 8 tracks,
Okay.
and my APC highlights
Oh,
tracks like 9 through 16.
okay.
So the red box and the yellow box in
Yeah.
Ableton aren't overlapping.
That's interesting.
So that may change that for you.
Yeah, I only have a few. I need to put more. I need to make more tracks. I only have 4 or 5.
Yeah, make a bunch of MIDI tracks off to the side. You only have 4 or 5 tracks in your set?
Yeah, I was consolidating stuff. Like I put all my sounds on one channel. Like it's pianos and a few different synths, and I changed them with a change
Oh, that's
selector.
right. Yeah, you're not sending out MIDI on different channels, huh?
No, not right now. But I
Yeah,
I
okay.
probably will. I mean, I just need to figure out what how I'm gonna set those things up. Like set my set my Ableton, template up, because I need to do different things. It's it's changed what I had been doing to what I need to do. And what I had been doing is not it wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't optimized, but it was just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Making a bunch of MIDI tracks. Let's see if it does the same thing. How do I move? How do I move what it sees? I think it's in preferences. Or is it on the push itself?
Is what on the push?
So I want to change my red box to a different spot, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Oh yeah, click session on the push, and then click anywhere on the D-pad that'll move the box around.
Where are you at? Session. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. I remember this. Which devices do you have on? Like, what do you have on the push, and what do you have on the APC?
The APC. On the push, I have my Nord 1, 2, 3, 4. Then my sample instrument. So in one channel, I have my piano, guitar, violin, that kind of stuff. And then I have my 2 drum tracks, and those are just blank MIDI tracks that send out to my drum kit track on another thing.
Yeah.
And then my loop, my vocal sampler MIDI track.
Okay.
All of my MIDI input tracks, and I've condensed it to 8 tracks, and I don't go more or less than that. So I do not move my push around. I don't look around for where are my other tracks. I have those right there.
Yeah,
And then
I've found that is not like an ideal thing to be looking. You want to have everything just set up right there.
Yeah, and now I actually have more tracks than that. I have like 3 other tracks that I go to. No, 4 other, maybe even 5 other MIDI tracks that I select. And on the APC, I use the solo buttons on the tracks, and I've MIDI mapped them to the track selection of some other tracks. So like a bass instrument, another percussion instrument, and 2 more samplers, and the solo buttons select those tracks. So they're mapped to the track selection, so the track header. So it selects the track, so that I can then record a MIDI clip on that track without having to change where my push is, but I still have the track selected on the push because I've
that's kind of cool.
selected the track. Yeah.
How?
So I never move my push, but I have more tracks that I can select because of my APC mapping.
That's super cool. Man.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, I guess I don't I don't know what is the solo button. I mean, there's a button that says solo.
Well, the S on the APC that turns blue.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that.
Oh, and you just have it match up. You just have it match up to whatever track you're on, or whatever track it is. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have 8 different ones, or you just do?
No, just on a couple of them. And on the APC, that I have my synth track selected, my vocal track, and then 2 of those MIDI tracks are on there.
and some other fucking things. I don't know. My master bus channels are on there, so I can record and like hot swap some loops. My master bus channels are fucking fun, man. Those are some fun channels.
Like you said, just the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. And then get
Yeah, you think we made some headway, dude?
I did, yeah. I mapped. We got the APC button working, and I mapped the one full section. I'll map the rest later. I don't know. At
Cool.
some point tomorrow, or maybe later tonight if I can't sleep. But
Yeah, we'll see, dude.
yeah,
I know how. I mean, this stuff sticks with me for a while, man. I hit it for a second, and I'm like, all right, time to go do something else. Never mind, it's been 3 hours, and I'm back at it.
yep.
Fucking
Yeah.
cranking it, dude.
No, but it's good. Like I definitely feel like I'm learning what I need. I'm building on concepts, and
Nice.
it's good. Yeah. Cool. Oh, did you ever see the movie Speed Racer?
Speed Racer, robots in disguise. That one?
That is not it. That's
No, I
that's
don't think so.
that's Transformers: Robots in Disguise. All right, so you know
Yeah,
the
that
movie
makes
The
sense.
Matrix?
Yeah.
So the people who made that, they're the Wachowskis, and the movie.
The Wachowskis.
Yeah. Well, because they were two brothers, and then I think they both transitioned, and so now they're two sisters, and they still direct stuff. You know, they did the new Matrix or whatever. But
Yeah, man, wild.
the movie that they did when they were still the Wachowski brothers, the movie they did right after the Matrix trilogy was done, was Speed Racer, an adaptation of a
Really?
60s anime.
Was it good?
Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know. All of their movies I've always enjoyed. Like, they're always unique. And yeah, sometimes they're all their movies except for the third Matrix and the fourth Matrix. But like Cloud Atlas, I really liked it. They're really self-indulgent, and I don't know. I don't care if things get blown.
Hey,
And
man,
they're
if you're a
interesting.
director with a whole bunch of fucking money, then yeah, man, fucking do it.
But yeah, Speed Racer is really good. I mean, it makes it feel like the anime. It makes it feel like an anime, and
Cool.
it's very
Right on.
very interesting.
Why are you bringing Speed Racer up?
Why am I bringing Speed Racer up? Oh, because I watched it today, or part of it at least,
Nice, dude.
and
Right on.
yeah. Fourth Matrix is good for the first half of the movie too. I didn't even finish it. I started it and I was like, what is this? I gotta leave.
It was rough, dude. It was a rough
I
time.
couldn't handle it. And also, it could have been just my mental state at the time, and I was like, oh man, I'll watch this movie that I am interested to watch. But I wasn't actually interested to watch it. I didn't want to see a Matrix movie after the first Matrix movie. I remember hearing that they were coming out with a new one, and I laughed out, like a second one, and I laughed out loud. I was like, what? That can't be true. Because they kind of told the story, you know what I mean? They're like, he flies off like Superman at the end, and he's like, oh, he's gonna, we don't need to see the rest to let it, it's almost cool to
Yeah.
let it play out in your mind, you know what I mean?
I thought the first Matrix was so wonderful, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a classic, you know? But
Yeah.
that being said, the second one I did really enjoy. I think it was like one of the first movies I saw in the theater, like at midnight with friends and stuff. And it was quite the experience. And I remember seeing the third one. The third one, they started showings of the movie at the same time around the world. And so I went at like a 7 a.m. showing or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I did not. It was not a good movie. Anyway, That's all right. It's all right to swing and miss as long as you swing, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm with it. Yeah, totally. Most of the time.
Well, cool, man. Love you, dude. Thanks again
Yeah, love you
for
too.
hopping
You're
on.
welcome. Hope you have a good one, man.
I will. And yeah, that actually, I'm excited to sell my interface and my OP1. And
Yeah, dude, that OP1's useless, man.
it really is. It really is.
Yeah. That's okay, though. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it appreciated in value since I bought it. So there's that.
Yeah. I had buddies who were like, it was really hard to be really nice to them about it. They were all excited. They're like, "Yeah, look, and I'm making music now." And I'm like, "Yeah, man." Like a firm pat on the shoulder. You're doing it, thanks, man.
You winning, son?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, dang, dude. All right. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and hop off then. You
All right,
can.
man.
Yeah. I love you.
Love
I'll
you
talk
too.
to you later, bro.
Peace, friend. Bye. Well, that brings us to the end. Thanks for sticking around, hanging around. Let's go see Allie again, I guess. Yeah. Later, Wendy. Thanks for hanging out. For this very interesting stream of barely any music being played. But we listened to some, and I got some things done I needed to do. I'll probably, I don't know, I might stream for a long time tomorrow and do similar stuff where I'm working on all this stuff and maybe mess around with it. But anyway, love you all. Thanks for chilling. Hope you have a good one. Peace.